Hello, everybody, and welcome to Business Basics. My name is Jared Krebs. I am here in Wyatt's bedroom in Tampa, Florida. Wyatt is one of the sons of my friends Dave and Jen. We are at their wedding, and well, the wedding's Saturday, but we have come here to help with the wedding. Mostly Crystal will be helping, and I will be working here from Wyatt's room all week long. This is my office, so you guys want to see my office for the week. I got all of the Marvel comics, the Flash, and he's got like a little TV here. I could probably put my computer on there, and you see Batman. Got Batman here, and I won't be sleeping on this bed, but this is just kind of a nice aerial view of my office here. I'm on my tripod of my phone because the lighting. I'm right underneath this light, so I'm like, this is going to be my best lighting, and so I'm on my phone, but then I got my computer right here to walk you guys through the business basics. And dude, I just got to say, like, I'm on fire. I was number 2 associate enroller in the United States last week. I personally sponsored, I think, 5 on the week of Diamond U, like real deal. Best I'd ever done. And everybody is building, and now people are bringing in their own new associates as well. So for example, Pete Reyna, who's on this call, just enrolled Gabriel, who's on this call as well. And actually several other, Pete enrolled his wife and daughter already as well. So Pete, we're actually going to celebrate Pete's annual pace setter. He's made it 800 points and over 2 people. So everyone type in congratulations to Pete Reyna, and you will be receiving lifetime matching bonus, Pete. And we will be getting you to platinum as well. And so I want to start by talking about, well, like sometimes you can get exceptions done if like your associate, like for example, something happened in their life and you're going to get them extended. So when I signed up Pete, he was sick for like the first couple of weeks. And so when it came time to start building, it's like, dude, you have like a week to go platinum. And he's gotten over the 800 points in, but he's not platinum because you guys know you need 1600. So you can call USANA and be like, USANA, can we get an exception? Can we still give him lifetime platinum if he gets it done like in the next month or something? And USANA will always say yes, but they want you to actually go get it done before you ask. Meaning he's got to go sign up the extra 800, and then once it's in the system, you submit a letter, and it can help your person get qualified. Now, I don't think we should do that as a rule, right? Like we don't want to give our people extensions on their platinum as a rule, but if you have a extenuating circumstance, like use the tools, guys. Sometimes you got to be creative. You got to think outside the box. So Pete's going to be hitting his pace setter tonight, but we'll be getting his platinum pace setter done as well. So shout out to you, Pete. Are you there, sir? Want to give you a big shout out. And also to Valerie Garcia, her business is on fire. Clara Martinez, good to see you. Sims Aldover, always on the trainings, my man. And I think we should get right into this. Does anyone have any questions or comments before we get going here? How are you doing, Annie? Good to see you. Are you hiding in someone's room?
I'm here in Arizona right now. So,
oh, what are you doing in Arizona?
So I had to fly over here like in an impromptu flight to help with my parents because they're right here with my sister. My sister had to go out of town. So I had to make sure that somebody is helping my parents here. So I'm here also in my niece's room. So it's like full of stuff. It's a little dark here because her light is not working. It's just all lights here and there, but you can still see me, right?
Yeah, you look great. You look great. It doesn't look like you're in a child's room. It looks like you're in like
I had to remove some of the funny posters. So it's like,
oh yeah. 100%. Yeah, you look like you're in like a hotel or something. Yours looks really cool.
Good to see you.
Yes, thanks. You too. And big welcome. Our newest associates that I can tell that are on here, Susanna Berger. She signed up on the day of Diamond U. Of course, Pete Reyna and Gabriel Abasta. Oh, Arnold Marapow. He signed up on the night of Diamond View as well. So what big welcome to you. This is Arnold's first big training. And so those are the ones I know that are brand new. I know some of you are new. Oh, big shout out to Adrian Vieira also, who has got his first team growing on his opposite leg. He has like 4,000 points on his left leg, and now he has a new associate on his right leg that came in also this past week, actually. So shout out to you, Adrian Vieira. Big congratulations. And look, we have Kate Vieira, or I'm sorry, Kate Perez as well. So from the Philippines. Glad you're here, Kate. Honored to have you. All right, guys. So let's get started. I'm going to talk to you guys about business basics, and then I have some kind of like bonus things that we're going to talk about as well. I'm going to be sharing from my computer so that we have a better PowerPoint situation. So let me pull it up. These are the business basic slides. One moment. All right. So you can see the slides, but I think you're hearing me from my phone, which is fine. I still sound good. I sound good to everybody. Give me a thumbs up, Andy. Do I sound good? Okay, great. So business basics. Okay, so congratulations. You are part of the healthiest family on earth. Now, Dad, this would be the time to actually pin my camera. If you could pin the Jared's camera one, I think that would work to where that's going to show. See if you're able to pin Jared's camera, Dad. I don't know if you guys can see my camera or not. Looks like we got confirmation. All right. So I want you guys to be a lifelong student. All right. The more you learn, the more you earn, and the more self-confidence that you will have. You know, not all of you know my story. I've been with USANA for 15 years, and I have been learning and growing for 15 years. I have been attending seminars for 15 years. I have been reading books for 15 years. I have been watching YouTube videos or listening to audios for 15 years, and I have stayed a student. And so this is a lifelong journey that you're on. And I just want you guys to know that the more you study, actively study, the more successful you're going to be. You really do need to have a personal growth and development plan. And in this business, it's 80% attitude and 20% skills. All right. So GLLA means good learning, listening attitude. And this is the type of thing you need to have right now. All right. You have to come to this with an open mind, an open heart, and really be teachable and coachable. So empty your cup always. Come with an open mind. Your biggest asset in the world is your mindset. And you can see here in this picture, the gentleman smiling, the gentleman is sad, and then the other gentleman is angry. But they're all in the same environment. They're all getting rained on. And that's really what you have to make that decision every day with your life and with your business is you've got to choose to smile. It's a choice. It's a choice to be positive. It's a choice not to let the rain of life make you angry or sad. So just keep that in mind as you build this business, that you have to be able to make that choice. And for a strong mental attitude, you need to have the discipline to attend trainings and attend events, which you guys are doing right now. You're attending a training. We also have events. If your team has a barbecue, you need to go to that barbecue. If there's a big company convention coming up, you need to go to that company convention. You've got to have the discipline to attend trainings and events, and also host events. Like if you're in an area where there's not an event, you need to have a barbecue at your house or a team dinner, and you need to get your team together. All right. So also, a lot of you are new, but you need to be doing Zooms with your newest people and like really getting them together as your core. So we'll be talking about that in a minute. But obviously, we have the bigger trainings as well. But I want you guys to really mentally prepare yourselves to be the leaders. Now, the products. Tomorrow is a product training by Annie Rose Mentoring, who is on this webinar. She is a top gold director in the United States market. She's going to be talking in depth about the product. So I really want you guys to be on it. It's the same time tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Mountain. And every Wednesday we have a different angle of the products trained upon. And this is going to be a fantastic training. But really, when it comes to the products of USANA, I think this is probably the easiest part of what we do because the products are so high quality. And so it's really not like a thing where you need to build that belief. I mean, obviously using the products, you feel the difference. So this is the easiest part of our game. But here's the sad part. Here's the bad news. You can have the best products in the world, but if you are not good at sales, if you are not good at mindset, if you are not good at leadership, then these products are just going to stay hidden. No one's going to know about them. So you have got to grow yourself, because guess what? People don't buy the products. They buy you first. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. The company, this is obviously another part that you build your belief in, but this is pretty easy. USANA is awesome. We're 29 years old. We're $1 billion company. We're on the New York Stock Exchange, and we have all types of credibility. But again, it's like, that's great, but people don't buy the company. People buy you. All right. So we're going to talk about growing you here pretty soon, but some of the things that you need to have right away. So Gabriel, Susanna, Pete, some of you that are very brand new, you need to make sure you've downloaded 2 apps. You see them right there, Customer Connect and the Mobile Hub. All right. So those are the 2 apps that you need to have. Just go to the app store of your phone and look for USANA Mobile Hub and USANA Customer Connect. Everybody screenshot this. Arnold, you need to screenshot this. You need to go download the apps and you need to log in with your ID and password. All right. So if you don't know your ID and password, contact your sponsor or mentor, the person who introduced you to USANA. They can help you find that. All right. So when we talk about the compensation plan, basically the thing you need to understand is that you're in a binary compensation plan, which means you need to build a left leg and a right leg. And when you have points on the left leg and on the right leg, you get paychecks. And if everybody looks at the 3 Business Center example, do you see how there's 1,200 points in green and 1,200 points in blue? Okay, so on Business Center 1, there's a balance of 1,200. On Business Center 2, there's 600 on left and 600 on right in green. And then on Business Center 3, there's 600 in blue and 600 in blue, right? So what happens is you get paid on the balanced volume. So in this case, the balanced volume there is, it shows there at the bottom, is 2,400 points of balanced volume. So that's called group sales volume. You get paid off of the group sales volume. So what you do is you take the balanced group sales volume, in this case is 2,400, you times it by 20%, that's $480 check. That's US dollars. So everything is in US dollars. And then of course it will translate into the Filipino currency or the European currency or the Mexican currency. But everything that shows in the United States or into the USANA system is US dollars. Okay, CVP stands for Commission Volume Points. We're going to talk a little bit more about this in a minute, but you don't really need to know all of the details right now on this. Okay, what you need to know is that you have to build a team, and I'll be talking to you about that again very shortly. Now there are 8 different ways that you earn with USANA. You see the number 1 way is retail sales, then PC order bonus. That's when you enroll preferred customers. Lifetime matching bonus is the Premier Platinum Pay Setter. Leadership bonus, weekly commissions, travel incentives, and elite bonus. So there are 8 different ways. I think this is 7 different ways. There's one other way. I thought there was 8 different ways. Anyways, AO bonus. Thank you. Thank you, Annie. That's auto order bonus. So, how many people have a job where you only get paid one way? Type me in the comments if you have a job and they only pay you one way, which is maybe hourly or salary. There's not a bonus. Sometimes a job will give you a Christmas bonus or a quarterly bonus, but a lot of jobs don't even do that. So USANA gives you 8 different ways that you get paid. And so you have to learn how to do this to take advantage of each of these different ways. All right, so rank advancements. This actually shows how the system works in the company. So see if I got my mouse here. Okay, so do you guys see how a sharer is someone who earned $50 in 1 week. And then a believer is someone who earned $100 in a week. And a builder is someone who earned $200 in a week. Achiever is someone who earned $400 in a week. These are all by the week. Director is 600, bronze is 800 in a week, silver is 1,000 in a week. And then when you do gold, that's 1,000 a week for 4 weeks in a row. And then executive gold is 1,000 a week for 13 weeks in a row. And then ruby is 2,000 a week for 4 weeks in a row. Executive ruby is 26,000 in 13 weeks, right? So 2,000 a week times 13 weeks. Emerald is 3,000 a week for 4 weeks in a row. Executive emerald is 3,000 a week for 13 weeks in a row. Diamond is 4,000 a week for 4 weeks in a row. And executive diamond is 4,000 a week for 13 weeks in a row. So do you guys see how it works? That's the ranks, and it's actually unlimited, because after that it goes to 1-star diamond and 2-star diamond and 3-star diamond, and it continues to grow and grow and grow. With USANA, you are building an asset, okay? And I will say this, even if you're at the sharer level, earning $50 a week or $100 a week, like if you have an investment, right? Like let's say you had a bunch of money in the bank, and I'll just give you an example. Like with Bitcoin, like if you have money in the bank, let's say you had $30,000 in cryptocurrency giving you 6%, you'd be getting $50 a week as interest. So becoming a sharer is like having $35,000 of cryptocurrency paying you at 6%. Do you guys understand that even the lower levels of our compensation plan is better than like having a stock, okay, or an investment? So this is your investment, and when you have $1,000 a week, that's like having $1 million in the bank, drawing out. I think it's like 6% interest to get that. So this is what you're building here is an asset. Now we have a system, and this is the system that we use, which basically the first step is to sponsor 4 associates or preferred customers and 1,600 points. If you do it within 28 days, then you become a Premier Platinum Pacesetter Elite, and you get access to exclusive leadership trainings. Okay, so Pete, we're focused on getting you there in 28 days. You've only been in for a week, but once you get there in 28 days, then that's what that's your first step. Gabriel, Susanna, Arnold, you guys are I think the newest ones on this. This is what we're focused on. 4 sponsors, okay, 4 associates, and 1,600 points in 28 days. All right. Now, once you accomplish this, then the next step is Rising Star. Rising Star is $100 CVP for 4 weeks in a row. All right. So that would be the next step. And when you accomplish that, you're going to get one-on-one coaching with a gold or ruby of your choice. And then when you get to team leader, that's $200 a week for 4 weeks in a row. And when you do that, you get a coaching with an emerald of your choice, one-on-one coaching. And then when you hit super achiever, that's 400 a week for 4 weeks in a row. And that means you get one-on-one coaching with a diamond. Okay. So this is this is kind of like the ladder, the rungs of the ladder that we're working on. Now, as you get these, we're going to give you recognition, right? So Pete, when you hit the platinum, Arnold, when you hit platinum, Susanna, when you hit platinum, Gabriel, we're going to have your picture right here. And it's going to have like a big celebration post. And then when you hit Rising Star, we do another post. And then when you hit Team Leader, we do another post. And Super Achiever, we do another post. And then Gold Director, we do another post. So that's the system. And this is what we're growing people through right here. Okay, so now, this is how the Premier Platinum Pacesetter thing works. So Gabriel, if you signed up your cousin Marvin, and he's in the Philippines, this just for this example, and then you signed up your friend Rose, who's in United Kingdom, who's in England, you sign up your friend Jen, who's in the US, and you sign up your friend Bob, who's in the US. And they all signed up, they bought different packages, right? So Jen bought 300 volume points, Bob bought 500. Okay, but the total of these 4 people, they all ordered a total combined of 1,600. And you sponsored them, you're their sponsor. Now you qualify for a 15% lifetime matching bonus on all the earnings that Bob ever, when Bob gets to platinum, you get 15% of whatever he earns the rest of his life. Okay, so it becomes very lucrative here. And if you help Jen hit platinum, same thing. You're getting a separate 15% check. Marvin, same thing. Rose, same thing. And it's not just these four, it's anybody you sponsor your entire career. All right. So this is why we're focused on this bonus, because we want you guys to hit this and be able to cash in on one of the great ways that we get paid. Now, this isn't the main way we get paid. We get paid a lot of different ways. So if you have not accomplished this, let's say the 56 days go by and for some reason you didn't make it, you can actually requalify every year. And I believe some of you are going for that requalification on your anniversary date. And you just got to know, like, okay, next year I'm going to go for it again. So you can requalify. All right. Now, the auto order. This right here is the most important part of your business. This ensures product movement. You purchase 200 points every 4 weeks. Oops. And it keeps your business centers active, okay? And it gives you a 10% discount. So I just want to give you guys an example. If you owned a Subway restaurant, every month you'd have to pay the light bill. Every month you'd have to pay the payroll, all the employees. You'd have to buy the bread. You'd have to buy the meat. You'd have to buy the cheese. You'd have to buy the mayo. You'd have to buy the olives. You'd have to buy the green peppers. You'd have to buy the knives. You'd have to pay for the electricity. How much is it going to cost you to keep your Subway open every 4 weeks, once a month? What's your overhead? Type it in the chats. I want to see right now. I see Annie's thinking. Abigail's typing. Helen, I don't know if she's typing or not. David's about to type. I'm trying to see if you guys are typing. Abigail says 100K a month. Helen says 28,000 a month. Pete, how much do you think it's going to cost a month to keep your Subway franchise open? So people are guessing right now, but the answer is roughly $12,000 a month. Okay, you're going to spend $12,000 a month to keep your business. Yeah, Susanna says a lot more than this. Okay, so let's say between 12 to 20,000 a month. But like, come on, with USANA, how much does it cost to buy 200 points? It costs as little as $280 US a month. And you are open and you can make more money than you can with a Subway restaurant, a Subway franchise. So think about your income potential. You can make way more money doing this. And so I want you guys to think big and not not even let this be an issue, right? So you get an extra 10% discount on the products and you order your 200 points every 4 weeks. That keeps all of your business centers open and you have a much bigger income potential than if you owned a Subway restaurant. Okay, so now let's talk about it. Income potential. So there's 4 ways that you guys get paid in life. Most of you have a job, right? So type in E if you have a job right now. Type in S if you're self-employed. Like I was a guitar teacher. So type in S if you're self-employed or if you've been self-employed. Type in B if you're a business owner and type in I if you're an investor. So I see a lot of E's. I've seen some B's. Actually, all of you are B's right now because you have a USANA business, but your main income is probably from an E, from being an employee, right? So check this out. As an employee, so it looks like Pete is self-employed and business owner. So I was like you, Pete. I was self-employed. I was a guitar teacher. I was paid on the amount of guitar students that I created. So here's what happens if you're an E or an S, okay? So if you're employee or you're self-employed, here's your income and you get paid on your effort. It matches your time if you're working so many hours, your income is going to be so much. And there's no way you can really increase the income without increasing the effort, right? You want to increase the income, you got to put more hours in. It's always like, it always matches. So you're always limited because you don't have more than 24 hours a day. Now watch this. Let's say you go to the residual income side. So now you're in USANA. You're a B, you're a business owner, you own a system. Hey, guess what? USANA is a system, guys. USANA, you don't have to make the products. You don't have to run a customer service line. You don't have to hire the scientists. The system has been created for you. So you're a business owner. And so your income at the very beginning is going to be lower and your effort is going to be higher. You see how there's a lot of effort and not as much income. But then over time, what happens is you build the system out, you create a team, and now your income is larger and your effort is less. Okay. And then as your team grows and grows and grows, your income is way larger and your effort is very small. So that is why you've got to master being a business owner. And guess what? You've got to read books. Business owners are experts at leadership. Business owners are experts at mindset. If you're not going to be reading books and studying and growing as a person, you're not going to make it as a business owner. Okay. It's very easy to be employee and self-employed because you don't really have to read books and you don't have to grow as a leader. But as a business owner, it's all about your leadership. Now, once you make the money, you start to invest. And that's what I've been doing with cryptocurrency. And I know a lot of you have your own investments and, you have to find out the best way to invest for you. But that's where you want to end up, is being an investor and a business owner. All right. So we've been talking a lot about attitude and mindset, but now it's time to talk about skills. There's 5 basic skills that you've got to learn here: prospecting, inviting, the ABC rule, and presenting, closing, and follow-up. Okay, you've got to learn these 5 basic skills. Now, the thing is, you learn them by doing them. All right. So on the left, you see here we have your active strategy and your passive strategy. So your active strategy is creating a list of names, determining your hot list, determining your top people, like people with money, people with influence, people with the need, like financial, they need to make money or they need better health, and people that you have trust with. And then you reconnect with them and you assess and you create an icebreaker and you get to know them. Okay, so we have scripts for all of this. And then there's passive, which is the attraction marketing, which you can use on your social media platform. Post at least 3 content every day, 3 pieces of content, and be consistent and make sure you have a prospect list and always smile. So remember, when you're inviting people, your job is not to sell the product or business. Your job is to keep it short and simple. Do not kill it. Do not keep it long and lengthy. Okay. Be excited, maintain curiosity, talk with conviction. Always give 2 choices for the prospects. Invite them within 24 to 48 hours before the presentation. Maintain your posture and confirm the meeting time. Now, we have a script set here, and it's script.myteamwork.info. Everybody screenshot this because you need this link. I'll be showing you guys this link very soon on this training, but you need this link here, script.myteamwork.info. And this is a good invite. You can say, I want to share something exciting I've been working on in the last few months. Not sure if this is for you or not, but are you willing to take a look? Okay, so that's a good script you could use. But make sure you're meeting with your mentor and you're doing your first hour together and you're launching your business with your mentor. Okay, so this is one of the biggest important parts, is the ABC rule. When you're brand new, you, okay, are this person here. And your guest, the person you invite, they trust you. Okay. And your job is to build up the upline advisor. You have to speak highly of the upline advisor. And if you speak highly of the upline advisor, then the guest will respect the upline advisor. And so this dynamic is how you create success when you're brand new. All right. So please listen and learn, focus on how the presentation is done. Take notes, help refocus your guests when they're distracted. Make sure you eat before the presentation so you're not trying to eat your food. Make sure that your webcam is on and you're looking at the camera. Okay, please do not leave your client. Do not text or call. Do not eat. Do not butt in. Do not do anything that will distract your client. All right, so this is how you get your business and your presentations very strong. Now, at the close, make sure that you build rapport, you identify if the objection is real or not. Handle the objection using feel, felt, found. Remember, when handling objections, never argue, never convince, always be the one asking, always listen carefully, lead your prospect, and never disagree. Personal closing, share your personal story, share personal realizations, share why you joined, assure the guest client of support, tell the client your hopes and dreams, and mirror to your clients why. All right, so this is how you kind of close the deal. And we have that all scripted out at that link that I showed you here. This one right here, we have a whole script. So you should not be doing presentations alone. In the beginning, you should be doing the presentations with your upline mentor, either through the presentation slide deck or the script. All right, so you have two options there. Just do whatever your mentor recommends. Now, follow up. Remember that you need to follow up within 24 to 48 hours after the presentation. Be excited, ask for an update. Give assurance that you will have your support, send videos, and invite them to trainings. So this is how you get someone to sign up, is you have to follow up with them, and you basically keep giving them pieces of info if they're not ready. All right, so ask them tips, ask them what their plan is. Don't let them keep you hanging so you can move on. Most people join after the 5th follow-up. Timing is key. Be consistent and persistent. Now, I'm going to stop the screen share for a second because I want to talk to you guys about vision on the follow-up. So when it's not on the slide deck, we'll have to add it. But when you're talking on the follow-up, here's the best thing you can say. You say, hey, I have someone I want to introduce you to who's been really successful. And they have a very similar background as you. And I'm going to set up that call this week so that you can talk to them. And I'm going to introduce you to my whole network. And you're going to see, like, we're going to travel together. We're going to have fun. We're going to go cool places. We're going to do cool things. You're going to meet so many cool people. So you have to talk to your prospect on the follow-up like that, and then deliver, then go get that 3-way call. Now, the 3-way call can be with your mentor, or it can be with someone that you met in the USANA family, and you just message them, hey, could you do a 5-minute 3-way call and share your story with me? You know, and so a 3-way call after the prospect, after the presentation, like a couple of days, like if they're not ready to buy yet, continue doing 3-way calls and continue casting vision and talk to them about those things so that they understand what their life can be. Guys, people don't care about the products. It's not about the products. It's about their life. It's about their relationships they can have. It's about the people, the friends that they're going to make. It's about the fun they're going to have. The quality of your life is not the quality of your products. The quality of life is the quality of your relationships. Why are you guys here? We all love the products. We could go take the products and not be on trainings. Okay. The quality of your life is the quality of the relationships, the fun that you're having in your life. Okay. So you need to talk about those types of things to your prospects, because you have to build a team. You have to inspire them. You've got to do that. How do you do that? You've got to be reading on leadership. You've got to be reading on wealth mindset. You've got to be someone who shines and they are attracted to your energy. They want to hang out with you. Am I clear? Type in clear if you're clear on that, and let's keep on going. All right, so everyone's clear. Okay. All right, so commit yourself to lifelong learning. The most valuable asset you'll ever have is your mind and what you put into it. And never, ever give up. All right, so now that we've gotten through this slide deck, I want to show you guys something else since we have a little bit of time. This right here is a document that I recently made. And I've been showing this to people. Okay, so the link here is wap.myteamwork.info. So everybody screenshot this. WAP.myteamwork.info. It stands for Weekly Action Plan. All right, guys, I'm drinking. I'm so thirsty. It's hot, Florida. Okay, so Everyone's got this, right? Gabriel, did you screenshot this? I want you guys all to go to this link and print these 6 pages out. Now I'm testing this, okay? So you guys are my test run on this this document. And so we're going to actually talk about this. I got this from Jericho Orlina at Diamond University when it was more in private. We were having like a little like meeting after the meeting, and he started showing me. It's 8 degrees in Anchorage. Oh my gosh, David. Jericho started showing me this, and it just made a lot of sense. And so I created a document because I wanted you guys to start to think in this terms. So I'm going to start by talking to the newest people in this room, which is Gabriel, Arnold, Susanna, Pete. I think you guys are the newest. Is there anyone else that's new? If you're new, type new in the chats. And I'll also be talking. I mean, I want you guys to really think about talking this to your newest people. So Gabriel, you just signed up today. Your job is to create an organization, to create your own team, your own organization. And so you need, your next step is to fill these 4 boxes with people who are in PPPS mode, okay? Premier Platinum Pacesetter mode. All right, 2 here on the left side and 2 here on the right side. This is your job with the next month to 2 months. And these people, they have to have a desire to build their business. Okay, what is PPPS mode? That means that they have an intention to build. They're not just customers. They're not just, you know, your grandma who signed up to help you get your rank advancement. It's got to be real people who want to build, and this is your team. How are you going to attract these people? You need to have followers. You need to get 4 followers. Guess what? You've got to grow your leadership. So I want everyone to write this down. You need to buy Developing the Leader Within by John Maxwell. You need to grow your leadership stronger and stronger and stronger to where you have 4 really good people following you in your organization, and they're signing up because of you, not because of me. Okay? So I'm going to help you build your business, but you're going to be their leader. All right. So everybody needs to get that book, Developing the Leader Within. Now, as you start to grow these people and these 4 people come on board, you're going to be making $100 to $200 a month when you've accomplished this, which is what, $400 to $800 a month, which is cool. Okay. At that point, you have 4 followers. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to develop those 4 followers into leaders. Meaning you need to help each of the people in the blue boxes enroll their own 4. Okay, so you have to help this guy here become his own leader. You need to talk to him about reading books on leadership, you know, and you need to help him grow as a person so he can have his own 4 followers. All right, you have to grow this person. And then this, let's say this is a girl. You need to grow this female girl, right? Like you need to grow her into a leader too, and she'll get her 4 here. All right. And then the same thing happens here. You have to grow the person and they got to get their 4. And then you grow the person here and they get their 4. So now you are developing leaders around you. So that's the next book. So guys, write this down. John Maxwell, Developing the Leaders Around You. Okay. So we're going to talk about leadership for a second here. Leadership is an art. Leadership is not a science. Okay, it's not like one size fits all and I do the same little thing for every person. Leadership is an art. How do you become good at an art? How do you know intuitively where to go? Well, the way that you know intuitively where to go is by studying leadership every day, by having a personal growth plan. I tell my team members, you need to be reading 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day, you got to be reading at least 10 minutes a day on leadership. So I want you to start with developing the leader within and become that leader so you can develop 4 followers. But then once you have those 4 followers and you've probably read that book at least once, Then you go and you get developing the leaders around you. And now you learn how to develop those people so that now those 4 people are now becoming leaders in their own right. After you've read those 2 books, then you want to continue to study leadership 10 minutes a day for the rest of your life. For me, I wake up and I read first thing in the morning, 10 minutes before I even brush my teeth, before I have a drink of water. I am reading on leadership. If you don't read, then you're not gonna become excellent at this. Okay, audiobooks do not count. Audiobooks are good for when you're multitasking. They're good for when you're driving. They're good for when you're on the bus, you're on the train. They're good for when you're doing the dishes. And I want you to do audiobooks, but that doesn't replace reading. Okay, so read 10 minutes a day, these books. And I think I'm preaching to the choir. A lot of my team is like, we've heard you say this 80 million times, Jared, but this is the conversation you have to have with your new person, right? Now, the other part of reading is, you can be really good at leadership, but you have to also work on your financial thermostat. And financial thermostat is like the financial thermostat is like your house. So Annie, if it gets too cold in your house, what's going to happen to the thermostat? It's going to kick in.
Yep.
And it's going to make it warmer for you, right?
Yep. It's going to adjust.
And what if it gets too hot in your house? Then what's going to happen?
It's going to get too humid.
You're going to have air conditioning, right? Your thermostat's going to get it back on. Well, guess what? Your financial mindset works the same way. If you make too much money than you're accustomed to, you're going to somehow figure out how to lose it. Okay. Or if you don't make enough money to like survive, you're going to work your butt off till you get to where you're comfortable. That thermostat. Well, guess what? You've got to raise your financial thermostat intentionally. Because if you don't do this inner work, then you're going to work your butt off in USANA and you're not going to grow your finances. Or you'll grow your finances, but then you'll figure out how to lose it. Okay. So how do you do that? Well, there's a book called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And that is a book that you need to read like your life depends on it. Now, that's the first book. There are 2 other books, actually 3 other books on financial thermostat. Oh, yeah. And he's got it. Good job. T. Harv Eker, that's right. Now, a lot of you have it, but my question is, are you actively reading it? Are you doing the exercises? I just printed out the declarations at FedEx yesterday, and they're in I brought them on my vacation too. So when I wake up in the morning and you go and brush your teeth, okay, before I brush my teeth, I look in the mirror and I had them laminate this. Look at this, guys. You can get this at the website, millionaiремindbook.com. It's inside the book. So you look in the mirror and you say, my inner world, you rub your hand over your heart. You say, my inner world creates my outer world. So I want you guys to do this with me. My inner world creates my outer world. Say it out loud. Okay. What I heard about money isn't necessarily true. I choose to adopt new ways of thinking that support my happiness and success. That's kind of a long one. What I modeled around money was their way. I choose my way. I release my non-supportive money experiences from the past and create a new and rich future. I observe my thoughts and entertain only those that empower me. I create the exact amount of my financial success. My goal is to become a millionaire and more. I commit to being rich. I think big. I choose to help thousands and thousands of people. I have a millionaire mind. Okay? So you do this when you go brush your teeth every morning. Okay? And that's one of the exercises. And so if you do this, let's say for years, and you've told yourself you have a millionaire mind for years, and you told yourself you commit to being rich, and you told yourself that you choose to help thousands and thousands of people, what do you think is going to happen to your financial life? What do you think is going to happen to your team? Right? Well, guess what? This has nothing to do with the skills of prospecting. This is all mindset. Okay. So you've got to work, like reading is not an option. Like you've got to read. And when I say read, I say 10 minutes of wealth mindset a day and 10 minutes of leadership a day. That'll get it done. Just you make sure you're doing it 6 days a week. All right. 10 minutes of wealth mindset and 10 minutes of leadership. 6 days a week. You get 1 day off. Your choice. Okay. Now we're going to end this training by talking about your responsibilities. Okay, so this document here, this is like, I want you to print this out and write out the names of your first 4 that you're going to be shooting for. Use a pencil because obviously it's going to change if they sign up and they don't produce. Okay, how many aces are in a deck of cards? There's 4. How many cards are in a deck? Type in the chat. How many cards are in a deck? 52. That's right, guys. So that means that for 1 for every 13 is going to be an ace. Okay. If you want to have 4 really, really strong aces, you're going to have to sponsor 52 people. Okay. So I'm talking to you guys about real life here. And it's possible that you find your 4 aces sooner than 52, right? But like, let's not be naive here. You are building a team. And you've got to, if you're a better leader, you could probably grow them into aces, right? But you've got to think like this, all right? And you got to teach them to think like that. Now, once you've accomplished this structure, you're making $400 to $600 a week, okay? You're making around $2,000 a month. But guess what? When you can help 4 people accomplish this structure, 1 person in your 2 left, like in your business center 2 left, 1 person in your business center 2 right, 1 person in 3 left, and 1 person in 3 right. When you help 4 people accomplish this structure of 400 to 600 a week, you're making $250,000 a year. You are maxing out 3 business centers if you can help 4 people do this. Okay, but you've got to become a better leader. Straight up, you've got to become a bad to the bone leader, and you've got to develop leaders, and you got to know what you're doing. This can't be an accident. This is not going to happen by accident. If you think you're just going to get there without studying and growing as a leader, you're sadly mistaken. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens with skill. Okay. So now let's talk about your responsibilities. Now, these are the responsibilities that you got to do, and then you got to teach your leaders to do. And then you have to actually talk to them every day and ask if they did it. Clara, did you do your 3 social media posts today? Right? I'm going to call you tonight. I'm going to say, Clara, did you get them done? Your responsibility is to do, this is 6 days a week. You got to do 1 positive post a day. I got to Tampa. Clara did a story. Good job. So that you got to still do your positive post today, Clara, and a short Facebook Live or a TikTok. All right. So 3 posts a day. Your responsibility is 3 posts a day. Why 3 posts a day? Because that is real estate. Your phone is real estate. People are always on their phones. When they're on social media, they see your content. They're going to trust you. They're going to like you, and they're going to want to do business with you. All right. And it doesn't take that long. You just got to get in the habit. So that's the first thing here. You guys see it? See, it's called the 3-5-5-5-3. Okay. And then the 10-10, that's 10 minutes reading of wealth mindset and 10 minutes reading on leadership. Now, what's the 5-5-5? Here they are. 5 new friend requests or 5 old friend warm-ups. 5 invites using the business script, and then 5 follow-ups with prospects or customers. Gabriel, it's your first day on the job. So all I want you to do is 5 invites. Actually, we'll probably start your first day tomorrow, Gabriel, because we'll work with you on doing 5 invites together. Okay. And as you start to do 5 invites a day, you're going to start to have many people to get your 5 follow-ups with. Okay. Right now, you don't need to do friend requests, Gabriel, because you have friends already. that you're going to approach first, right? But you could say hello to old friends, 5 old friends a day. So say hello, how have you been? Okay. But you've got to do the 5-5-5. Like, I still haven't done this for today. I got to go invite 5 people. I got to, it's my job. See, it says, treat this like your job. What have I done today? I made my post once I got to Tampa. I knew I had to. I'm like, well, let's get this done, Crystal. There's the Tampa Bay sign. Stop and let's take this picture. Let me go ask someone to take it. Okay. I did my stories and I still got to do a short Facebook Live tonight. Okay. Or post a TikTok or a reel. That's my job. Now, the other part is 3 presentation calls scheduled. Now, that's a goal. You can't control that completely, right? Because you can't control if someone says yes or no. But if you schedule 3 presentation calls, the odds are that you're going to have 1 happen. Okay. So this is very doable. I mean, this is like, you guys say you want to work 10 hours a week, right? Most people say they can work 5 to 10 hours a week. Okay. This right here should take you 1 to 2 hours throughout the day, including your reading. Okay. So this is not very much to ask, but what it does require is discipline. What it does require is passion. What it does require is drive. You've got to be willing, coachable, and hungry. Okay, write that down. Willing, coachable, and hungry. All right. And you got to model this. If you expect people to do this in your team, then you got to be the one doing it. And I want you guys to go for like a solid finish to this week. Today's Tuesday. That means that we're already we only have 3 days left in the week. So if you're just now seeing this, then my challenge to you is I want you to start here on day 4 tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want you to get all this done. Day 4 would be Wednesday. I want, like Susanna, we already talked about this. Susanna, I want you to hit it on day 4. And then day 5 would be Thursday. I want you to get it all again, Susanna, day 5. And then day 6 would be Friday. Okay. So you can choose what days you want it to be, but this is how you know what's going on, right? Now, if you want to be really, really organized about your follow-ups, then you go to this chart right here. Okay, this is part of the page. I'm going to change the orientation and then we'll be done. Yeah, you can have a copy of these. Okay, so this is a 7-day tracker. So this is what I use to track what's going on. Now, like Annie, you've been in for a long time, so you're making new friends, right? So if you did 5 new friends, then you would write the number 5 right here. You say, I got my 5 in. You don't need to write their names, just that you put a number 5 right here. And then if they respond back and they say, yeah, nice to meet you, Annie. Now you write their name. Here's Jill, and here's Bob, and here's Sue, and you're just writing people's names. Because these people, you're warming them up. You're chatting, you're getting to know them. And then this column is names of people who've been properly warmed up and are ready to be invited tomorrow. So once you've warmed them up for a day or 2 and you say, it was really nice talking to you, Joe, hope you have a great weekend. Then they've been properly warmed up. And then on, let's say, Sunday, you send them the M1 message. And now you keep track. Okay. That's for you, Annie. But what about Gabriel? Gabriel, you just signed up, so you don't need to do any of this because you already have people that you are warm. So you just start right here with the O1 message. And as you start to invite people, you just do this column. Pete Reyna, same thing. Susanna Berger, same thing. You guys are just focused here on O1. You're just writing people's names down, sending out the O1 message. Gabriel, I realize you don't know what that stands for, but we'll show you that tomorrow. Okay, you're keeping track of the names of people you're inviting. And then when they say yes to check out the presentation, you put their name here. And if they agree to a specific time, then you put their name here. And if they show up to the call, then you put their name here because, you know, there is so many people that they agree, but then they don't show up, right? So you're trying to now, it's gonna decrease, the names will be less here. And then if they agree on a time and they actually show up, then their name goes here. Okay. Now, once they show up, now they're in the funnel because you've given them a presentation. Okay. So if they didn't show up or somehow they got lost in the shuffle and they need to reschedule, Now you're starting to build a whole funnel of people here that you will follow up with until you finally get them onto an appointment. Because Annie, you know, it's like you have an appointment, they don't show up, and now you just move them here, and then they stay in this column until you can finally get them back into a presentation, right? Now, this very last column is if they saw the presentation, but they need more follow-up before enrolling. You know, we all have those people that like you presented to them. Let's say on last week they were in this column, but on next week's page you put them here, right? Next week's page they're here because they haven't signed up yet, but they're people that need to be followed up with. Okay, so I make a brand new page every week ending Friday, whatever cycle, whatever, and so I track everybody this way. And then, of course, I cross them out if they, stop responding or whatever. So this is how you can stay really, really organized with your prospecting. All right. So this is like once a week, you have like your little tracker, right? Like you have your little, your to-do list. And you have your 7-day tracker. Okay. Now we don't have any more time to explain the rest of the plan, but this is like a weekly action plan where you could actually make goals of how many invites you want to do every week, how many presentations, how many associates you want to enroll, how many customers, your business hours. Like this is something that I teach my team on the road to diamond and beyond. Okay. And like how to learn the points. And this is stuff that we'll have to go over on another time. But this is how you plan some of the finer details and the people in your business. And then on my binder, I like to have a blank paper just for, they call it a brain dump. Sometimes you have like a to-do list and you have things you need to do. This paper is for you to write ideas and to-do lists and just kind of dump it out of your brain so you can go to sleep. Did you know that you're going to sleep better if you write down everything you need to do for the next day and then you go to sleep? You actually sleep better. Okay. And then this right here is a planner. So this is all the hours of the day. And so you basically could put your top 3 priorities for the day and plan out your day. All right. So it's a 6-page document. I am testing this out. I want you guys to print this out double-sided, black and white, so that you only have 3 sheets of paper, right? And test this out because I want to get your feedback on how it's working for you. Is it too much paper or is it good? I 3-hole punch it. I put it in a binder. You're going to have your organizational structure every week, et cetera, et cetera. All right. We have made it to the end of the training, everybody. So does anyone have any questions? First of all, a lot of people on this call. Thank you for your nice emojis. All right. Any questions or comments before I call on some of you? Thank you, David.
So I have a question, Jared, real quick.
Yes.
So about reading the book. So do you like in the morning, you do 10 minutes of the wealth and then another 10 minutes of the leadership and then another set at night? Is that how you usually do it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So 20 minutes in the AM, 20 minutes in the PM. But sometimes I'm too exhausted at night. And so I won't read if I'm too tired. But if I'm on my game, I will read in the morning and at night.
Okay.
But it's usually in the morning. I for sure hit those 2. Before I even leave the bed. Mm-hmm. I'll wake up, I'll just sit up, no water, no nothing. I'm just reading, and so like that helps me figure out what works best for you though. Everyone has a different, rhythm to their life. Right. So just try things out, but make the intention clear.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Awesome. You're welcome. All right. Any other questions or comments? I'm going to call on Gabriel. Gabriel, what did you learn from today? What were your highlights? Looks like his mic is not working. If you're able to unmute yourself, great. If not, maybe you could type it in the chat. Let's go to Pete Reyna. What were your takeaways from today, Pete? He may be away from his phone. Let's go to Arnold Marapau, brand new associate. What were your takeaways from today, Arnold?
Well, at least I record videos, like some of the videos, like you were talking on my phone.
Mhm.
I have like a learning disability that since I feel like I may not remember, like I tried to record as much as I can and take a pictures that you told me to screenshot.
Good.
Like instead of screenshot, I was taking a picture since this is my laptop and I have my phone to take a picture.
Great. We're going to talk after this training, and we're going to go over your products, and we'll get you started on your business after that. Glad you're here tonight, Arnold.
So I'm glad to be here.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Let's go to Susanna Berger. What was your highlights from tonight? What did you learn? She might be away from her phone. You never know when I'm going to call on you. How about Clara Martinez? What did you learn from tonight? What were your takeaways, Clara?
Hi, it's Carol.
Carol, go ahead.
Okay. I learned that every minute counts. Planning is important.
Mhm.
Reading and learning more
Yes.
will help me be successful.
Yes, so true. How long have you been with USANA, Carol?
I just started.
Oh, you're brand new.
I'm brand new, but I did get my first customer.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And who invited you to USANA?
Helen.
Who?
Helen?
Helen. Okay, great. You're in great hands with Helen.
I believe so.
Glad you're here, and big congratulations on starting your business.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's awesome. Pete Reyna says consistency is key. Yes, sir. Let's go to Ron Pacheco. Ron, what did you learn from tonight's training?
Reading is important. Yeah, I don't usually read, but now I know that it's better than the audiobooks.
Yes. Yep. That's so true, man. I was not a reader for the longest time, and it makes a huge difference. It's worth it. It's actually lazy not to read. Intellectually lazy is what they call it. And audiobooks are good. I don't want to say that audiobooks aren't good. It's good for you to listen to audiobooks, but it doesn't replace reading. So you got it, bro. All right. Anybody else? Susanna says consistency is key. That's true. Any other questions and or comments before we end tonight? I think I hear something, but I don't know what's going on.
Suzanne. That's Suzanne. We're not.
Oh, Susanna Berger?
Yeah, her Wi-Fi is. I don't know. Her shows her she's muted. I don't know what's going. How she's doing that.
Okay. All good. Well, Susanna, if you're able to type in the chat, I'll read it out loud. Thank you for being on, and I'm excited for you to get started this week. Susanna's signed up right on the day of Diamond U. So, yeah, very exciting. Dad, final word.
No, we introduced this script during our yesterday Monday Mindset webinar. It was good. It's good. I like it. It's nice to have that as a reminder of what you need to do daily. It's good to have a tracking system to track everything. Or, I kind of track different. I have my own tracking system here, kind of keeping track of
Oh, good.
I send out to. And this cool book that I get every Christmas.
That's right.
Yeah. So 2022 coming up.
I know. I need to go buy it.
But
Before
yeah.
they sell out.
No, good training, basics training. It's always good to hear it go back to the basics.
100%. Well, thank you, Dad. And thank you for recording. Thank you, everyone, also for being here. Tomorrow night, you're going to be hearing from Annie Rose Mentoring on the products. Annie, do you have anything you want to say?
Well, thanks everybody for coming over here, and of course, Jared, thank you so much for this great training. I learned a lot today. Even though I try to be here every week, I still learn every time. Okay, and so guys, just like me and everybody else, it's like it doesn't mean that if you've been in one training then you stop going. Okay, because you need to continuously learn. Okay, just like what Jared said, you need to keep improving yourself and to become a better leader. So and there you go. So I guess tonight I'll be continuing my reading.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the product training.
We have a request for the link. So I'm going to share my screen again. And this is the link for the tracker. Yeah, Ron just put it out there. That's right. So it's actually displayed on page 2. It says 4 more copies. Yeah, Deanne had asked for this. Uh-oh. Oh man, what did I do? It's gotta be right.
Back. Oh, did you probably close the browser?
Maybe I closed it. I was like so excited that I did something right. Oh, she meant the recording. Hold on guys. I'm having problems. Yeah, the recording. Dad, can you post the recording in the Team DSI group?
Today's recording?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you. And here it is one last time. It's wap.myteamwork.info. Everybody get ready to screenshot this. Can you guys see that? wap.myteamwork.info. That's where it is. Oh, I see what I did. I just hit the back arrow. That's what happened. Okay, that's it. wap.myteamwork.info. That's where you're going to get all these copies. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and unmute the lines and everyone say good night and God bless.
Good night.
God bless.
God bless.
Thank you. Good night.
Night,
God
God
bless.